Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm coming to you from my very spottily lit bedroom this morning. So you'll just have to deal with all these lights on my face. It should be pretty easy to deal with, though, because we've got a great guest this morning. It's Nimesh Patel. Hi, how you
Hi,
doing?
everybody. Good. How are you?
Oh, great. Just have this blinding light in my eyes and all these spots on my face. So, doing awesome.
It adds character.
Thank you. I like to think so. That's what you say to somebody who's like not attractive or has some terrible physical quality. Like, "Oh, it adds character."
No, 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 no. You look great. It's just the lighting that's different. It's a nice touch.
Well, this isn't about me. It's about you and how you're coming to Comedy Works this weekend.
I am Denver. I'm coming for the shrooms. I'll end up doing comedy too, but I'm coming. I'm coming to hang out and sample some of the fare.
I feel like that could be Denver's new slogan. Like, come for the drugs, stay for the other stuff.
That's the plan. That's the plan. Stay because you can't leave because you got too messed up.
I'm sure that happens. I,
And
I
now
mean, I
you're
would guarantee.
now you're a mountain person.
So, Nimesh, you have worked on a ton of stuff. SNL, the Academy Awards. Like you are known as a writer as well as a stand-up comedian. What's it like the difference between writing for a show like SNL, writing for other people, and then writing for yourself?
Well, writing for other people is easier in that you have someone to answer to, which is like a gift and a curse in the sense. Like, I mean, it sucks to be yelled at by like Chris Rock, but at the same time, it's like good to have a deadline and know if something's funny or not, just from bombing in front of Chris or whoever at the SNL table. But when you're writing for yourself, I'm my own harshest critic, so I'm never kind of satisfied with anything that I'm doing. But it's just a constant kind of plugging along and challenging myself to write and be better than I was the day before. You know.
I feel like bombing in front of Chris Rock is an honor that many of us would pay to receive.
Yes, it is. It's fun. It was a scary moment the first time it happened, and then afterwards, like, oh yeah, it's just Chris, and it becomes like it's part of the game. So
Yeah, oh no big deal, just Chris.
yeah.
So talking about some of your SNL days, I have become more and more curious about
Mhm.
celebrity hosts. And you hear a lot of like John Mulaney did a whole thing about Mick Jagger, but what's it like working with people coming in, writing for them who don't have a background in comedy, who are just there to promote some movie and trying to, make them funny? It's got to be rough.
Well, I wrote on Update, and so my interaction from the sketch side was very limited, but I did get to interact with a few hosts who were. I mean, the problem is like everyone that comes on the show they might have a little funny in them. And like my first guest I think was Ryan Gosling, and there's like Miley Cyrus and Larry David and like Kumail Nanjiani. Like those are people that like were and Charles Barkley. Those are people that came through while I was there, and those are like some of the funniest people on the planet, regardless of whatever they were promoting. So having seen that from afar, it's been, oh yeah, some of these people are just like effortlessly talented. And the shows that were it wasn't. A person who was necessarily funny, the staff, the writing team, like really did their best to make them shine as well as they could. But then there's other times it was like, oh yeah, Mulaney's hosting. Yeah, we'll everyone will just chill out this week. Like Stefan will be at the desk and Hader will be. It was just like everyone just relax. Even from the update perspective, it was from my perspective at least. It was just like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a chill week. Freaking Will Ferrell's here, like he
Yeah,
can run the show. So
he's got it.
yeah, yeah.
So on the update desk, were you just writing for Colin Jost, and Michael Che? Jeez, I can almost talk today.
It was just Jost and a Che, chased as we call them, or whatever it was. But it was fun. It was like those are two very distinct voices. And Colin's got his very unique knack on things, and Che's obviously got his, and so it was fun to like write for them and see what we could get on and try to understand their voices over the year.
It's great, but I'm going to stop
Eh,
talking about other people's work. I want to hear what you're doing now and what you've been
Sure,
working on.
sure, sure, sure. Well, I've been on a stand-up tour for the last 6 months or so, all thanks to the pandemic, because while people were locked up in their homes and needed entertainment, I happened to have some good advice from my wife and another friend who said just put everything up on TikTok, and I did. I've been doing stand-up for 12 years, so I have an archive of tons of material. Luckily from the cellar and other places where I could just clip stuff out and put it up on TikTok, and that kind of took off. And I realized in April or March of this year that there might be a possibility to build a tour off of people just coming out from watching TikTok videos, and that's what's happened. I went from 1,000 followers in March to 572,000 as of a few minutes ago, or I think 576,000 as of a few minutes ago. And it's just been trying to capitalize on this heat and this momentum. And, we're sold out tonight in Detroit. We got a few sold out shows in Denver this weekend, and hopefully they'll pack out all of them. Denver's Comedy Works. I'm not sure if you're aware, is the spot. That's the
We
spot.
Yeah, we're aware. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to tell sometimes because we're here in Denver if people are just being flattering because you're coming to Comedy Works or if it's legit. And from what
No,
I
no, no.
understand, it's pretty legit.
No, no, no. There's a few comedy clubs I've been privileged enough to go to. Comedy Works, I was there April of 2019, the last time, and even the crowds were light and they were like on fire, you know. Whereas this time I'm coming because people actually know me, and I'm expecting nothing but the best. And the showroom itself is beautiful. The club is beautiful. The crowds are what make it the best fucking place. Sorry if I'm not allowed to curse, but
No,
the
you're
best
allowed
place I'm
to.
playing.
You can
Okay.
say whatever the fuck you want. We're on the internet.
Oh,
Nobody
okay, cool.
polices us.
All right, great, great, great. Uh,
Yeah, one of these days they're going to be like, Ellie, we can't reuse any of your interviews. You keep cursing all the time.
my
Oops.
fucking bad.
It happens.
Yeah,
So you were able to call up your TikTok followers as of a few minutes ago pretty quickly. Are you checking that like all the time?
I check it way too much. It's been a point of contention in my own in my life because I have to. I'm over the last six. The gift and the curse of TikTok is that it's become like a job in the sense I've got to put shit out and constantly monitor what's going on, and I've now got a team to help me do all that stuff. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm just constantly like, all right, what's going on? Who's doing what? What's happening? And thank kudos to China for giving America attention deficit disorder. You've done it. I can't say anything bad about China. I love China. China's the greatest country in the world. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Ni hao, as they would say.
I wouldn't say that they gave us attention deficit disorder. I think they just, saw a need and tapped into it. Like, hey,
Oh,
people today have no attention span. Boom, short videos.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. And I'm not sure if you come to the shows or not, but the crowds in the show never fail to surprise me because it'll be like I remember I did Tacoma not too long, a month ago, Tacoma, Washington, and the first show, stage right, 75-year-old white lady. I was like, "How did you hear about the show?" She said, "TikTok." I was like, "This is ridiculous. What are you doing?" There's 20-year-olds on TikTok dancing. She said, "No, I saw you." I never forget Bugsy. She's 75, married to a dude named Larry. There was a birthday party. It was her birthday party. She wanted to come see me, and I was like, "TikTok, that's what China's done. It's gotten everybody again. Ni hao, thank you, China. You're the greatest country in the world." I'm not sure. I bet they'll cut that from the air. Keep
It'll be fine. I'm going to remember that story the next time I'm on TikTok and I feel ancient. I don't put anything on TikTok because I'm like, I'm a good 20 years older than every person on there.
No, everyone's on. It's terrifying and beautiful at the same time.
Gotta love it. And hey, it's
Uh,
what's bringing you here to Denver again, and we're thrilled
yes,
about that.
yes, yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah, TikTok. So well, the way I've worked it out is like everyone leaves comments in the TikTok videos, and if the comment reads, if it reaches more than like 10 or 20, I'll hit up my manager, be like, "Hey, this city is calling me to come. Like, let's go. Let's hit the club up and see if we can't arrange a date." And that's literally what's happened. And
That's
Denver
so
was one of
cool.
these. Denver, yeah, it's beautiful because it really speaks to how how big of a comedy town Denver is. Like people, like everyone said Denver, and now we got 5 shows lined up. So I'm super excited.
It's awesome. Well, comedyworks.com is where you go to get tickets for those 5 shows. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. It was awesome to chat with you.
Thank you so much, Allie. Very nice to meet you. I hope to see you at the shows. Thank you, Denver. We'll see you. We'll be on Shrooms. It'll be a great time.
It'll be an awesome time. I won't be on shrooms, but I mean, I guess you can be. Totally up to you. They're decriminalized here. Thanks for joining us this morning. Again, comedyworks.com is where you go for tickets.